As I said, a lot of things are already understood. To keep healthy, I take a walk. I am health conscious. So I try things to be healthy, to be productive. And delete the things which are already understood. If you say I start my day with prayers, it is understood that you have already taken a shower. So unnecessary activities should be avoided. Something which is understood. Anybody else would like to make a presentation? As I said, I will give you a class on cohesion and the art of making presentations. This should be given to you right in the first year, the first semester, so that you can get into the habit of speaking. Yes, hello, anybody else? So today probably is the last day when I'm allowing you to make presentations. Otherwise, though it's a large class, I know it took a lot of time and people were presenting. But is there anybody who's left? Yeah, somebody asked about the marks. The marks is, I already told you, you're getting out of 10.
मैम कल दे देंगे तो मैम.
Now again tomorrow, what is the rocket science about my morning routine? Like you heard so many.
Very late.
I know, but I'm not.
You are not prepared because you are shying away from public speaking. It
No,
happens.
ma'am.
It is only natural. It is natural that you feel conscious. There's nothing to feel conscious about. This is a part of your training. Presentations are a part of your training. You need to present.
Tomorrow I will do.
You are getting into the skill of making presentations, and that will make you confident.
Attendance बन गया मैम.
Anybody else would like to say something?
Attendance.
Hello?
Attendance मैम.
First, you
मैम यहाँ प्रेजेंट कुछ नहीं है.
answer my question. And when you are being recorded, why do you add silly questions like attendance ban gaya ma'am?
In Hindi, why?
And why Hindi in my class? Anybody
Why did
say anything about anything? Because this is the last part of the presentation, and those who have not presented, I'm sorry, I will not be able to give you any marks because you have got to be serious about speaking, and the deadline is deadlines. They already. I've given you 3 days of time for this presentation, but then those who have given, they'll be getting marks. Those who have missed it out, better luck next time. So is there anybody who would like to say something, anything which you want to say, or if there anything you want to ask? All right, let us talk to Mahi. Mahi, what is your takeaway from this presentation? You saw the presentation, how everybody presented. So what is your feedback about the whole thing? What is your personal takeaway from this presentation, my morning routine? What have you learned about it? It's mine. This is the feedback time. Even when you are giving feedback, you are interacting. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your take?
My feedback, ma'am, my takeaway is that everyone performed there well because all of the first presentation. So I think, but all of them need a little bit of improvements. because as we all know that all one have some loopholes, so I think they need to improve it, but otherwise all perform very well. This was all one have the first presentation, so it was really very good.
Yes,
So my take on that.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, good.
Ma'am, and your guidance, they really know very well, and when you taught us, we understand and we can perform very well.
The fun in teaching, Mahi, is that when you understand 100%, like what is communication? If you ask me to define communication, communication is something which is shared, information which is shared, which is encoded and
understood.
decoded in a way that the students that the listener will understand 100%. If you are not understanding 100%, then there's got to be some barrier. There's got to be some problems, either from my side or from your side, or maybe from my side. Maybe I was speaking in a language or some words which you were not familiar with. Then you will not understand. Or from your side, if you're not paying attention, if your mind was somewhere else, if you did not listen,
It
if
is
you
called a
were
parrot.
off track, if you were not there in the class, if you are just out for a glass of water, you did not listen to a particular question. So the barriers can be from both the sides, from my side, from your side. There can be noise barriers, there can be technical barriers. So communication is when you understand 100% of whatever you want to say and the person has understood. This is effective.
Listener,
This is effective communication. So in the process of communication, the first is the encoder, the person who initiates to speak. It's an ideation. You think of an idea and you think of speaking. And then you choose a language. You think of your audience. And then you choose a channel. How am I going to speak? Is it going to be on the phone? Is it going to be on WhatsApp? Is it going to be on mail? Is it going to be on a trail mail? Is it going to be in a one-to-one communication or telephone or social media? Then you will decide how you are going to communicate. You choose a channel. This is called a channel, the medium. And then you will start speaking to the person. So the process starts with ideation, the encoder, the person who starts, the person who initiates the conversation, and then he chooses a channel, the medium wherein he would like to speak, and then the listener starts decoding. It means understanding and decoding. Finally, the feedback. So the process starts with
ma'am, I take a
encoding,
class.
ideation, encoding, channel, decoding, and feedback. The decoder is the person who listens and gives the feedback. Feedback can be in the form of verbal or non-verbal, like you're smiling. This is a feedback, yeah, you have listened to something. And you have,
Expression.
even when you're talking, even when you're encoding, it can be verbal, it can be non-verbal. So if you do not understand a particular thing, you can always ask for clarification. You can always ask for explanation. Ask. Students are there to ask. If you will not ask, you will not know. It's your right to ask questions. And it's your right to interact, to speak. You have to be receptive. You have to listen to people who are talking to you. For speaking, you need to be a good listener. If you have heard, if you have listened, you will know how to go about it. You will know what to do. Like I've mentioned, I've told this to so many students. Forget about how you start your day, like taking a bath or brushing my teeth. Forget it. But then some of the students who went on repeating the same thing. What does it mean? It means there were some problems in listening. You did not listen or you did not pay attention. Like if I am talking to Mahi, I'm not only talking to Mahi. Mahi is a name in BBA, AKU, first sem. One person can represent the whole class. So actually, I'm not talking to Mahi. I'm talking to each and every one of you. Like if I give you some feedback, the feedback has got to be for everybody. For Chandan, for Niharika, for Dheeraj, for Pratay Prakash. Don't assume that this message is only for Alok, or this is only for Anku, or this is only for Pratay Prakash. Each message is for everyone. Ignore if you have not made mistakes. But yes, if you have made mistakes, first of all, try listening. Listen. The problem with us is that we do not listen to speak. We do not listen to understand. But we listen to speak. We listen to answer. Right? So you need to listen. You need to speak. But first, listen to understand. Okay, that's it for today. And yes, I have taken your attendance on screenshot, so don't worry about that. All right. And in the next class, we'll talk about cohesion, linking sentences, linking words, linking paragraphs, as I told you today. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Okay, ma'am.
we also have a class coming up, and so do I. Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.